How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another first impressions video. And today we have a problem, and a pretty big one at that. Yeah, knife problems. This is the Brian Brown Yeager. And at first, when I watched this on the tubes, I really liked it. And I still do. But there's just more to it than liking, right? Well, I'm a complicated person. What can I say? But before going any further, let's jump into specs, shall we? So, let's see. The knife measures 7.5 inches. The blade is at oh my, the blade is at 3.25. The cutting edge is at 3 inches. So what can I say? It's a medium size, kind of the small on the smaller end. Anyways, let's continue with our specs. It weighs ounces. There we go. 4.32 ounces. And it's in inches. 150 thousandths stock thickness, and behind the edge is amazing. That I have to give to it. It's really incredible. Around 10 thousandths, I don't know if even less, but 10 thousandths. So it's a slicer for sure. A Warncliffe? No, it's a cleaver. Yeah, more like a cleaver. And structure is made out of skeletonized titanium, running on bearings. The action comes and goes. It's not the best. It's not so bad, but it seems a bit odd for bearings to feel like this, and it's brand new. At least my friend got it recently, not so long ago. I've been holding on to this blade for 2-3 weeks because there's a lot behind what I'm about to say. It has a pretty nice clip, though this is the only hotspot that I sensed. At times when I'm gripping the knife in different positions, the clip does become a hotspot. It's a frame lock with the steel insert, of course, and man, just love this geometries, and but there's just more to it. I like the knife. It's well built, and let's go to comparisons. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take my time with this one. Sorry about that. Here is the Victorinox Huntsman, and here is the Buck 110. Here's the Sharpie, US quarter, and the number 2 pencil. The Rats. Rat 2. Let me see. There we go. And the Rat 1. So as you can see, it's a bit longer than the Rat 2, about half an inch, a bit less than half an inch, and about an inch, a full inch shorter than the rat one. Let's take a look at it in this upper view. There we go. And let's go. Oh my God, where is... Okay, here is the PM2. And let's grab this one. And the Benchmade bug out. So again, and it's almost, I think it's the same size as the bug out. Okay. And of course, smaller, shorter than the PM2. There you have that view. How does it carry in the pocket? How portable is it? Well, as you can see, takes a bit of effort to put in, and it's a pretty good, it's not deep carry, but yeah, it's good enough. Like I said, this is a good knife overall. But then it reminded me of something else. Of what, Professor? What are you talking about? It's a fantastic knife. Oh man, it reminded me of, I think the name, I just forgot, the Axon, the Vero Engineering Axon. And yeah, it has its differences, but let's have a look at that. And I do believe the Axon came out first. So what came first? The chicken or the egg? That is the question. And let's have a close up so you can look at them. And I'm just going to leave the screen like that. And I've been having a debate with a few college students on innovation, on creativity, because in talking about their business school, innovation is something, and creativity is something very different in arts, literary arts, painting, sculpture. It's just something very different than what I'm seeing in their what they're learning in college. And I don't mean to bash on any of these two. They're pretty good knives, and when you have an OEM that is as good as these OEMs that we have nowadays, what can you expect? What can you expect but a quality product, right? But at the same time, nowadays, and I'm going to have a first impressions of this as well, but I'm also looking for more than fun facts or specs or just quality when it comes to cutting. Very thin paper, and you can even feel the fibers. Use the tip, and it's fantastic. So what's the problem, Professor? Another cleaver. I'm having problems with substance. Now, this is absolutely subjective in my point of view, but it is something that it's important for me. And when it comes to having substance, I can see substance in this. And it's not because it's mine. It's because the first time I saw this thing and the second time and I just, it caught my eye. And I liked both of these. And again, I'm only talking about this, the Yeager. And it's well built. But I also see, and they have differences, of course. There are a lot of differences between these two. And I'm not going to compare them as to which is better. Or maybe I should. But anyways, I've kept this for too long now and I have to give them back and I can't just keep on thinking about it. It has this spacer, titanium spacer as well, which looks good, but at the same time, it's not very practical. It's crowned, the spacer is crowned, but when you want to put it upside down, it just won't stay. Or it goes sideways. But anyways, I've had this fall on my lap and fall on the coffee table and whatnot because of that crowned back spacer. And yeah, it looks good, but it doesn't add to the knife in any significant way. I'm sorry if I'm harsh. I don't mean to be. I just wanna speak my mind, and I've been holding it in for weeks of analyzing these knives. I'm seeing too many knives out there that look too much like other knives. And that's where it all began. When I started to question creativity, when I started to question innovation, and when the word reappeared in my mind, substance. And that, I mean, reappeared because that's something that I analyzed in my years of art, of painting. And again, it's a good knife. It's going to perform very well. It has this sharpening choil that also and with the handle serves like a finger choil, much like the Rat, right? It's there, so it's comfortable. Otherwise, it would be a too small of a knife for me, a 3.25 finger knife for me. But that makes it just, comfortable. Not excellent. Again, this clip is a hotspot. I like the branding right there. Not the blade is clean. M390. I think I hadn't mentioned that. It's a hollow grind, a wonderful hollow grind. Love that thing. But then again, we come back to the question of substance. We come back to the question of repeated patterns, repeated profiles, geometries. And yeah, there's not a lot to go on, but, and this is another important thing for makers, I think, and for consumers. Sometimes we are paying for that period of, how can I put it? That period of nurturing that creativity, for that period for nurturing that innovation to be born and come up with something very different, with something very different. Again, there's nothing wrong with the knife, with the Yeager. It's a good knife. As a user, yeah, I'll take it. Love the diamond shape that we can see there. Love that small detail. But that's about it. And when I mention that I love that it, that makes me click with this model. Anyways, have to send it back. It's been too long, and I'm still gonna go on with this in my head and trying to find answers, of course. And I hope you don't take it badly. I do it with the utmost respect for the makers, whichever they are, but I also want to uncover for myself, just make a difference between those that just want to make money and they twitch a little thing here, twitch a little thing there, and just throw out a model and make money. And that's okay. I mean, we live in that world, that kind of world. It does, don't we? But at the same time, there is another couple of models of Brian Brown that I like. The PSF, no, it's not PSF. The new one that I hope I can try at some point. And then another one that I liked that kind of reminded me, it's reminiscent of a previous knife that Miguel Barbudo, a Spanish maker, made a couple of years ago, or even more. So again, there's that thing that I just want to have it clear in my mind, and with all respect, share with you guys and read your comments and have a conversation going. I'm a conversation starter in that sense, and I'd like to continue and deepen into these conversations. So yeah, this seemed like more than a standard review, but I didn't want to just make a standard review with these two models. So there you have it. The Brian Brown Yeager, a pretty good, again, it's a cleaver, and well-built knife with a hiccup. Hope you enjoyed it. Professor EDC out.